For
I
what?
need your ID right now.
For what?
If you don't provide your identification,
For what? You didn't pull me over, sir. How? I'm out of my car, sir. Okay. I'm out of my car. I'm going into the store.
Welcome back to We the People University. My name is Abaya Israel, former police officer, former sheriff deputy. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Keego Harbor Police Department in Michigan, who's accused of racially profiling a black man for simply walking down the street and listening to a podcast. Mr. Cheney had just dropped off his kids when he decided to go for a morning walk to get some exercise. He stated that the cops walked up to him, took his coffee out of his hand, and began to frisk him. I don't know about you guys, but not too many criminals commit crimes with coffee in their hands. The worst part is when one of the police officers called Mr. Cheney a dog, a black lab to be exact. Let's take a look at this video, and remember, do not let these tyrants trample on your rights. Remember to download my free ebook. It's going to help you to learn your rights of what you can and cannot do, and what the police can and cannot do. With that being said, We the People University, signing off.
A man is accusing the Oakland County Police Department of racial profiling. In fact, he's suing over it.
He says he was walking down the street listening to a podcast in Keego Harbor when police handcuffed him and accused him of a crime. Priya Mann has more on the confrontation that has him filing a $10 million lawsuit.
Brian Cheney had just dropped his kids off at the gym for an early morning workout, decided to get some exercise in himself, so he started walking up and down Orchard Lake Road, and that's when he says he was stopped by police.
I'm right down here, and he's right behind me, and he's yelling and screaming at me, and I didn't know what he was saying because I had my headphones on other than get your hands out your pocket, so I put my hands in the air.
Brian Cheney says the Keego Harbor officer suspected him of breaking into cars.
Came to me, took my coffee and put it on the ground. He frisked me, and then told me I looked like I had a dangerous weapon and I was breaking into cars.
The lawsuit alleges the cop violently pushed Cheney up against a car, injuring his groin. The father of four was then handcuffed and says police refused to explain why he was being detained.
When I didn't want to talk to him, he started poking me in my back, and I turned around and said, "Look, dog." I said, "I'm a dog now?" I said, "Well, I'm a black Labrador." And his buddy said, "Well, I have a black lab at home, and he's actually pretty smart."
How did this make you feel?
It was humiliating. It was humiliating. It made me feel defenseless.
After he was released, Cheney went to his family doctor, who was concerned about his blood pressure. He was taken via ambulance to Beaumont Hospital in Royal Oak, where he was kept overnight.
So understand how I feel. Understand, it doesn't matter how many degrees, how much education I have, I'm still treated like nothing.
Cheney is now suing the Keego Harbor Police Department and the officer he accuses of racial discrimination for $10 million.
100%. It was racial profiling. They stopped me because I'm a black man and because of the way I was dressed.
Cheney says he was wearing a hoodie and sweatpants when he was detained. He has filed this lawsuit in the hopes that it will deter other police officers from acting this way. Now, I did speak to the police chief in Keego Harbor. He couldn't talk on camera, but he did release a statement. Let's get a part of that on your screen. It says, "We have not seen the complaint that was filed in federal court. We dispute the claims of any illegal stop and investigation of Mr. Cheney that have been presented to us by the media, but we will be conducting a thorough investigation of this incident. And at this time, he can't comment further, but says the facts will present itself in court as this case moves its way through the legal system." Reporting live tonight, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
Okay, Priya, thanks.
Welcome back to We the People University. My name is Abaya Israel, former police officer, former sheriff deputy. Okay, guys, you're not going to believe this one. Check this out. Samuel Scott Jr. was arrested after his 2006 Jeep was stolen from in front of a family member's house. But get this, he called the cops. Scott waited for the cops to arrive, but when the cops arrived, guess what they did? They arrested Scott without investigation. The Miami police stated Scott fit the description: a black male, bald, about 6'2". Cops could have easily questioned Scott's family to confirm who he was. Also, how often do you see a car thief wait around for the police to show up? When they realized they messed up, they tried to cover their tracks. Miami police charged Scott with leaving the scene of an accident, false report of a crime, failure to carry a concealed weapons permit, and possession of marijuana. All the charges were thrown out, and Scott is now suing the Miami Police Department for $500,000. This is just one of the many reasons why it's up to us to hold public officials responsible, because if we don't, no one will. Check out this video and tell me your thoughts in the comment section. Until next time, guys, We the People University, signing off.
Alright, listen. I'm gonna reach your rights real quick. Alright?
I'm telling you guys got the wrong guy. I can confirm where I was, and I can even confirm my activities. I recently logged off of the VPN at my job.
Okay. At what time?
Roughly before I came over here, before I called you guys.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, you guys got the wrong guy.
Okay. The description of the car of the guy that took off from your car is just like yours.
But that's half of Miami, bald-headed with a beard. Or even if he had dreads, it's dreads with a beard. Okay. But then it's not fair. I mean, like I said, my kids, I called because my car got stolen. My kids are over there. They don't even know what's going on.
So what time was your car stolen?
I told you, probably around about 5. I didn't pay attention to the time. I really just jumped out of the car to go see. That's it. If you want, like I said, we can go. Like, I had my kids and stuff like that, dropped them off, came over to say hi. And I went, I mean, I don't know what happened. I don't. I mean, like I said, I know the people that stay across there, over here, all over the place. I don't know what happened. My car just, somebody jumped in, drove off. And I'm sorry, but I'm telling you, I didn't do it. I mean, literally, I mean, why would I call the police? I mean, I called because my car is stolen. I mean, how me and my kids are going to get home? My pillow, my work ID, my work stuff, all of that stuff is in there. Why would I? That's why I'm like, why am I in handcuffs? If I'm calling them and I'm...
Just give me a second, okay?
All right.
I'm gonna open the window so he's in hiding there.
I mean, also, I don't know if you know or look at my record, I've never been arrested. Hell, one good friend of mine is like City of Miami, Dennis Jackson. He used to be my pastor, an retired City of Miami police officer.
You never been arrested before?
No.
Sure about that?
Yeah. Never been arrested. Ex-military, never been arrested.
What's the last 4 of your social?
Negative. 4190. Okay, 30 straight to 20 Kizzo. 30. This are two Walmart units at Walmart units per 4190 of exit between 17th Avenue and 30th Street. All marked to the side of the area. All marked units stay clear the area at 1912.
Welcome back to We the People University. My name is Abaya Israel, former police officer, former sheriff deputy. Today's video is going to be brought to you by News Now South Carolina. If you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please make sure you go and do so. I must admit, News Now South Carolina is one of my favorite auditing channels. Although he hasn't made a video in a while, I am a big fan of how he conducts his audits. There are several different auditing styles out there, and I'm not saying one is better than another, but I'm just a big fan of News Now South Carolina. I love the way he reasons with cops. And what he does is he makes them realize they have no clue of what's going on when it comes to the law. This particular video I'm about to highlight is also featuring Auditing America. If you have not subscribed to his channel, make sure you go and do so as well. We're going to take a look at the Myrtle Beach, South Carolina Police Department. 10 cops show up, and 10 cops are clueless, have no clue of what to do when the law is quoted, except become bullies and try and kick the auditors off of public property. And one of the biggest problems of this whole matter is this. We also see a lieutenant and a sergeant, including a corporal, 3 supervisors who violated the rights of every auditor on this scene. For you guys who are wondering what's the point of audits, audits must continue until every law enforcement officer in the country understands that we the people have rights. They must respect those rights. They must learn those rights and stop trying to prevent us from exercising those rights. Let's take a quick look at this video, and don't forget to download my free ebook. The link is below. With that being said, We the People University signing off.
Supervisor, not a supervisor.
Okay, that's our supervisor.
Can I at least figure out what's going on?
Wait, so he's the supervisor?
So he's the supervisor of the police department? No.
Okay.
City manager.
He's the city
That's not what I
manager.
said. I need a supervisor for the
So he-
I'm not going outside. I haven't broken the law. I don't
So
have to leave this
we
building.
came in here
I'm
strictly to get photos and pictures because we're in the area.
Okay.
This gentleman here asked us to leave, and we actually told him before he decided to say that we're the disturbance, he became the disturbance because he was loud and belligerent. We told him, we're taking pictures, taking photos, go about your day. No, I'm making y'all leave.
That's what started the disturbance.
Hold on.
And he was assaulted when we first came up here. He overlooked that by telling us to leave, and we tell him, we don't have to leave. We're not, I'm not disturbing anybody. All we're doing is filming. He doesn't like it. He's trying to make us leave. And like we tell him, this is a publicly funded building. We can be here as long as we want to, as long as we're not behind any doors that says restricted. He doesn't seem to understand that. And so we tell him that, and he get upset because he think he can just make us do what he wants us to do, and it doesn't work that way. So I would, honestly, all we need for you to do is tell him that we can be here. That's all we need.
Okay.
That's all we need.
This is city property.
Which is publicly funded, correct?
This is city property.
Which is publicly funded.
City property, just like the police department.
Is that private property?
Yeah.
It's
City
private?
owns it. The city owns it.
But who pays the city?
This is
How do the city get their
property.
But where do the city get their funds
I'm
from?
not getting into funds.
Because you're gonna lose that debate. We can be here.
The city owns this property. This is city property.
But who pays?
It's city property.
But it's tax funded.
Okay, I understand that.
So if you understand that, why are you still going back and
I'm not
forth?
getting into taxes and all this payment stuff. Okay.
Are you telling me we can't be here? Just answer that question. Can we be here? That's the yes or no question.
They are in charge of this building.
You're not answering my question. No, we're in charge here. They work here. It's a different. I don't care what he's asking me to do. I don't care what he's asking me to do. Can we be here? That's the yes or no question.
Until they ask.
You're not giving me
leave.
yes or no. I'm done. You can ask me anything.
Okay.
I don't have to leave, sir.
So now I'm being trespassed for not. I'm not trespassing. You're not getting my ID.
So
You have a better chance of being
Hey, Double A, here's what he's saying. He's telling us that this is city property, which we all know is public property, but he's saying that when they ask us to leave, we have to leave. That makes no sense at all.
And he's saying that it was private property because the city owns it. Okay, I'll tell you what. You're not getting my name. You guys want more supervisors? I'm getting my supervisor. We can figure this out. Okay. This is city property.
No, we can't. That's our fourth.
Where'd you get your law degree from?
Brother, listen to me, okay?
Until you have reasonable articulable suspicion that I have broken the law, in the process of breaking the law, or going to break the law.
All the city laws?
No, are you familiar with the Fourth Amendment? That's where, because if you listen to me, if you force his ID,
You guys are
you're going to be
just to try to call stuff up.
We didn't say nothing to anybody.
I can tell by your actions.
But I didn't say nothing to
We're
anybody.
asking for a peaceful solution. And to just
The peaceful solution is y'all leaving us
You're not trying to
alone.
put me out of a building that is public.
Nobody said anything. We came in here to say nothing to anybody.
Because we're looking into all this and we're
But
figuring
so
out.
you're
looking into
illegal activity?
What
The
are you
city
looking
wants you
into?
trespassed from
Okay.
the building.
Do you need an ID for trespass?
Yes.
What statute is it?
I have to enter your information.
What statute
I have
is
to
it?
enter your information.
provide you a statute.
I have to enter your
just like I'm not
information into our
required to
CAD
have
system.
no.
Into our CAD system. That way you can get trespassed from this building. So if you come back and we
According
look
to
up
the
your
state law,
information.
you only need my ID is trespass after notice, not to place someone on trespass.
No, we have a city trespassing ordinance.
Okay, well, what is the ordinance?
Huh?
What
Want
is
me
the
to look it up for you?
Please, sir.
And if you're correct, then I will walk outside.
Right now.
Well, he's already noticed you
How
to leave.
Why would I leave if the police are coming?
Notice to leave.
Why would I leave if the police are coming?
Because you have to leave the property when you talk outside. You're making this more difficult.
No, y'all are making this difficult. This is public property.
This gentleman here was assaulted.
And nobody's saying nothing about it.
As soon as we get past this,
Who's the highest ranking officer here? I don't want to argue. I just want to talk to somebody. Who's the highest ranking officer here in this situation? He is? You are?
I am. Sergeant Kane.
Sergeant, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Dave, nice to meet you, partner.
Nice to meet you.
We've talked to him. He's irrational. We've talked to him. He's become irrational. All we want somebody to do is to tell this gentleman that is forcing us to leave that this is a city building. We can be in here. And we can only be trespassed when he's committed a crime. We don't have to leave just because he's acting photography. That's what we're doing here. We didn't go in any private doors, nothing. We stayed in public foyers. We didn't go anywhere. This gentleman here said, I want y'all to leave. Y'all have to leave. And now they're telling him that he's being placed on trespass for a constitutionally protected activity. You can't do that.
You can be trespassed from a public building.
For doing what crime? What crime are we what crime have we committed? This is business. Our First Amendment is protected activity. Yes, it is. It is.
You've done your business, correct?
No, we're doing our business. Y'all are in.
You're in the only.
This is restriction
right now.
We're in public. So what's the problem?
You've done what you need to do.
No, y'all have interrupted us. But we haven't done it because we got interrupted. That's what I'm saying. So we're talking about the same situation.
What is your purpose of photographing?
Anything that we can see from public. That is our First Amendment. I just told you my purpose.
For what reason? Journalists, we're working on a story.
And we do that.
Right to film and record, take photographs anywhere in public. This is a public lobby.
This is publicly accessible right here. We haven't committed any crime.
Has broken a law is the gentleman that left, which assaulted this gentleman.
And that's why he left.
This lady witnessed it and allowed him to leave. So if anybody should be asking anyone for any credentials or anything,
it's this young lady.
The gentleman that got assaulted, or I'm sorry, that assaulted this man. Not us.
But y'all are overlooking that because we got a camera out. But if you're going to tell us that you're uncomfortable with our Constitution protecting activities, just tell us that.
I'd just like to know what your purpose is.
We just told you that.
Tell me who you are.
I just told you that.
Tell me who you are.
My name's Dave.
Dave, you have an ID on.
Why do you want that? I have committed no crime.
I just told you what your intentions are.
So that's what you're getting into now. I have no ill will intentions here. No, your job is to do what I'm asking you to do, sir. I've committed no crime. Tell this gentleman that we can be here.
Also, if I asked you for ID and you failed to identify yourself.
This is not a stop and identify state. No, it is. This isn't stop and identify. I've committed no crime.
Yes, it is. If you don't identify yourself.
Please call the state attorney down here. Listen.
So the state attorney has nothing to do with this.
Before y'all get yourself in litigation that you can't get out of, please just leave me alone. I've done nothing wrong.
I'm just telling you.
Well, I'm just telling you.
You have no reason to go any place past this.
I'm not anywhere. I'm here.
You've done what you need to do.
You told me I can be in this area.
Everybody's filming right now. So
can I be in this area?
Everything you need.
Can I be in this area? That's the yes or no question. Can I be in this area?
What is your purpose?
Is there a time frame that I have to be in this area? Nobody's answering my questions. You're telling me that I can be here, but you're telling me I can be here and then telling me I have to leave. That doesn't make any sense.
But you can be told to leave at any time.
Why?
That makes. Can I have your name?
I have no right to be in public.
I told you, Sergeant Kane.
So you telling me I can be in this area? So what you just said is, and I want to make sure I heard you correctly. I can be in.
Go ahead. We're not getting guys. Understand something, okay? You've been told by everybody here
that we have to leave a public building.
Yes,
so you can kick. So can you kick me off a public sidewalk as well without no crime being committed?
You have no intention to be there. If you're obstructing the sidewalk, yes, I can.
I'm not obstructing. You just told me I can be here filming.
They want to come in here and film.
Is filming illegal, sir?
They film what they need to film.
Lieutenant Altman, is filming illegal?
No, it's not illegal to film, but if there's no reason for you guys to be here for any other reason.
That's our reason for being here.
You filmed everything? Let's go.
We haven't filmed everything because we got stopped.
You've been filming for 15 minutes.
We've been talking to you for 15 minutes.
Okay, there's nothing else to film. Everything back there is private.
If you would, no, everything behind doors is private. This goes all the way around. I'm not walking into any doors.
Guys, we're not going to argue this.
I didn't want to argue, sir. I don't want to argue. I just want to be understood here. If this is our Constitution protected activity, so can we finish our videoing in this public foyer and then leave? That's all we want to do. He's saying that we've been here 15 minutes, but we've been talking to y'all for 10 minutes.
Okay, but this is the only area. There's nothing to film here.
We haven't made it past this area. We got stopped right here.
You can't go past that.
Why can't I? That's public. All the way to that door back there. As a matter of fact, there's a public restroom right there.
We didn't, but see, that's the thing. We didn't create the disturbance. We didn't create the disturbance. No, we just crossed the ones that you don't know. It's different. You begged this man for his ID. That's all that is.
None of you have given us your IDs. We don't know who you are.
Because we don't have to.
Yes, you do.
No. Jesus.
Okay, I guess I'm in a motor vehicle and I've committed a crime.
For what?
You're not in a motor vehicle, sir.
Absolutely. So I'm not required to give you an
Sir,
ID.
I just told you we have an ordinance that requires you.
And I asked
if an
someone to
officer
show me
asks
the
you for an ID and you fail to produce it, that's a violation.
But your city,
So just like you said, you don't.
but your city,
I'm not going to argue.
just stop.
Give me 1 second.
His city ordinance doesn't trump the Constitution. My 4th Amendment right says I have the right to refrain my identity. That's my constitutional right. And you're going to tell me
with the Constitution, we also have laws and ordinances in this city
that has to go hand in hand with the Constitution. Nope.
Sir, these laws have been in effect for years.
Does it?
Every single day.
Is it higher than the Constitution? Is that what you're telling me? That your city
I didn't say
ordinance?
that.
So then why you ask for my ID if I have a constitutional right to
Because
take
it's
out?
my right to ask you for
and it's my right to say no.
Okay. All right.
You guys finish filming, because let's roll this up. Let's go.
Let's go.
As soon as you guys give us like 5 minutes, then we can finish. But
You've been asked to leave the building. Guys, you got to go. Plain and simple.
Are you threatened to arrest us if we don't leave this public building?
Yep.
Why are you so hostile?
Gotta go.
Brother?
You gotta leave.
Come on, let's go.
Let's go.
Under the threat of arrest, I'll leave. Under the threat of arrest, I'm like, why are you so hostile, Mr. Crawford?
come on, guys. Just for the record.
Sergeant Kane.
Reek, let's leave. Come on, because we're threatened to be arrested in this public building. Come on.
Okay, yeah, this is a public building. We don't have any bad intentions, but
Come on, let's leave.
We have freedom of the press. You guys want to protect the Constitution.
Gotta go.
Okay,
So we've been threatened to be arrested.
Welcome back to this building.
And
no problem. No problem.
This guy here
This is very sad.
is
It's a sad moment for the
is tough guy here.
It's a sad moment for the Constitution.
Don't touch me, dude. You gotta walk.
That's an assault. See that? That's an assault. And
Are you refusing to leave right now?
He is walking. He's handicapped. Give him
Wow.
There's
an army of
Sir.
Let's go.
I'm going, man.
I just said he's handicapped.
I was assaulted too, but nobody won't talk about that.
they called all these people out here, and the undercover guy.
So I have a question.
That's the tough guy right there. That's the tough guy who hides behind his badge. His name is Crawford.
What did I tell you? A shit ton of cops were gonna arrive and I told you.
Hey, Crawford. Crawford, you ain't got to be so hostile, buddy. No, we were threatened to be arrested by tough guy Crawford here if we didn't leave. That's who hides behind his badge every day.
Oh, talking about Juice?
Yeah, because he doesn't run his own household, so he tries to come out here and control us because he can't control his house.
He only gets to wear his pants at work.
Yeah, that guy. You can see it in his activities.
Look at him, he's red for no reason.
Because they swear they can read us. And now we hate the First Amendment of my freedom of speech.
That's all.
And they can't be the complainant of my language. God, they hate it.
And
That's him trying to play tough. He's about to blow his lid. About to blow his lid on me. He ain't give enough nipple time at home. That's all that is. Yeah.
Are we allowed to be here? Have we been trespassing?